welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back. So we are starting a new series of a video we are going to be posting every weekend. This is going to be on the fundamental analysis side of our market analysis. So in this video we'll be posting every weekend. It will always include all the major news on these currencies. Will be doing news on AUD, Euro, GBP, JPY, New Zealand, and USD. So this news is going to always highlight what news is coming up in the next week, and you always expect big moves on those market release, market data releases or news release dates and timing. So this will always help you understand which time of the market you will expect high impact moves or volatility. So you try to implement risk management during those times, and you try, if possible, you always try to keep away from the market until the news release, high impact news release are done. Then you can come back to the market and try to look for your entries. So because something to keep in mind, always when there is news release on any currency, the market will not respect your levels you were analyzing on your technicals. So don't try to trade during the high impact news release, or if you decide to trade during these times, try to go for a small lot and wait until the release is over, so you're very clear where the market direction is facing, and you try to catch in on some moves right there. Our scalper guys, I know you're there always watching. I get the messages. So without wasting a lot of time, let's try to look into the news. So here, as we can see, on Monday 14th, which is next week, we won't have any major news on any currency. So Monday is going to be a slow pace in the market. It will be a simple market. Sometimes you will expect very few or less moves on most of the currencies will have a very slow pace in the market. And then come Tuesday we are looking at high impact news on AUD, GBP, and USD pairs. So AUD early in the morning, 4:30. This I'm talking about East African time. 4:30 we'll have news on the wages and the monetary policy meetings for the Reserve Bank of Australia. Right there, the Reserve Bank of Australia, the RBA, will have this news release early in the morning. So this is a very high impact news. It comes in at 11 times every year, 2 weeks after the crash rate is announced. So this is coming in on Tuesday, and we're expecting the next release on September 19th. So this is going to be very high impact news, and we will see how the market reacts to that news. Then we'll follow up on all the other AUD pairs. So anyone who trades AUD pairs, this is very good, will be a very good week for AUD, because this will create high volumes in all the other pairs, which will be AUD JPY, Euro AUD, and GBP AUD. So let's look at the next news, which will be on GBP, the climate cloud change. This you have to wait for the report to be released, and you know how it's going to impact the currency. There is no predicting. You have to wait until the news is released, then you start analyzing the market from there. Don't try to predict the news, because this can really cause serious damage on your trading capital. So let's look at USD. USD, we have core retail sales, Empire State Manufacturing Index, and retail sales all on Monday. New York opening, when the New York session is opening, we'll have this news. If you're trading when you're located in US, this will be early morning, and you're trading in East Africa, this will be 3:30. If you're trading in Europe, this will be around the evening time. it will be around the closing of the London session, the opening of New York session, and here in East Africa this will be 3:30 in the evening. So we are looking at this is going to be very high impact also, because there is 3 different news release at the same time. So you have to be very careful right there, but you have to wait and see how the US dollar is performing on the news, how the news are going to be impacting the dollar, and from there you'll try to analyze any pair you choose to trade depending on how the news reports or the news release have come out. So this is a good day on USD. We are expecting a good day right there. So on Wednesday, this is the second day in the following week where we have news. We have a lot of news on New Zealand early in the morning here. So New Zealand USD, the Asian trading time opening session, will have this news. Reserve Bank of New Zealand monetary policy, which will be the funds rate. We'll see if they increase their rates or they decrease their rates. This will hugely impact the currency of New Zealand USD, because as we saw in our weekly analysis, if you haven't seen this video, go and check it. We have already analyzed New Zealand USD, and it's not looking good for New Zealand because it's already bleeding. It's in a very huge downward trend, and we have a good confirmation where New Zealand broke the previous support. So this news will highly impact the currency, and if it comes out on the sell side of New Zealand, we'll see a huge sell-off because New Zealand has already confirmed a break of support. We are just waiting for a market correction in the first days of the week, and we start opening our sell positions on NZD USD. So we have some other news on GBP, which will be the CPI of the Great Britain pound. We are going to wait and see how this comes out, and this is also going to be a huge impact on gold. CPI is always big on all currencies, and we are going to first wait and see how this consumer price index in UK comes out. So it's going to be really huge on GBP on Wednesday morning. So you have to factor in all the other currencies that move with GBP, that GBP can affect, like GBP JPY is always affected hugely when GBP USD has a big move, or some news release like CPI will always impact GBP USD, which will end up impacting GBP JPY, and this will also impact Euro GBP. So those are the 2 currencies that are easily you can track when there is some huge impact news on GBP. So let's look at USD, Euro USD. On Wednesday, we have the Federal Open Markets Committee meeting minutes. This is not easy to track because there is no data or analysis they will give you. You have to wait for the minutes to be published, and I just advise you stay away from this one because it's really tricky. You can't really understand until you read through all the FOMC meeting minutes, which will not be readily available when you need them to make your trading decisions. So it's better you stay away from these USD pairs on a Wednesday in the evening. So for this, it's better you keep out. And on Thursday, we have the AUD and USD unemployment claims, and AUD employment change and employment rate. This is a very good day because AUD pairs will be in the morning, and we'll have the USD pairs in the evening. So this will be a very good day for both pairs, AUD and USD. They are all releasing their employment and unemployment claims on the same day. AUD pairs in the morning, which will be Euro AUD, GBP AUD, and AUD JPY. And then in the evening, we'll have the USD pairs that will be affected with the USD unemployment claims data report that is going to be released in the evening. So every time you see USD news, coming out high impact, you always try to also track gold USD, because that always comes out good with the, it reacts properly with the USD data releases. So that was all for on the fundamental side of the news and all the currencies that are coming up in the following week. So this video is going to always be posted every weekend, where we'll do the fundamental analysis of the market. So thanks for watching, guys, and keep it up.